good morning, and thank you for joining me, Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Hop on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. I know I haven't been live in a while. Internet problems, family things coming up. But I'm here now, so please join me and let me know where you're watching from. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and just say hi. So a couple of things first, just as a reminder, till the end of the month, you can get the best deal in town. That's your starter kit, where you will get all the new in-color ink pads, cardstock, designer series paper, and markers. And that's included free with your starter kit. And then you get to pick out $125 of merchandise, all for $99. It is, trust me, the best deal in town. Also, just to remind you, this is my June online fun fold class, which is the Mediterranean Blooms Sweet Collection with the citrus blooms. And that's what I'm going to be showcasing today. So all the links will be below. I really urge you to sign up for this class because things are going back ordered very quickly, especially on this. Good morning, Mary Ellen, Cynthia, Janice, Margaret, thank you for tuning in. Keep your fingers crossed we have no issues today. If you like that classy, crafty, classy, and a little bit sassy mug or other stamping apparel, go to stampersdelightshop.com. Let's get started. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is on page 34, 35. That is the citrus blooms. I absolutely love this. When I first saw this, this reminded me of my trip to Sicily because my family does have orange groves. So I'll be doing scrapbook pages with this, I know for sure. So let's take a look at some samples first. This is actually a sample that I received from, hi Molly. This is a sample I received from Melissa Foist. Melissa, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. So this was a swap I got at the incentive trip. So I saved that to show you. Some of the cards I did was, of course, I like to do my white on white with a pop of color. And of course, I left that blank so that I could fill out whatever I wanted to. This is the dies, and I colored those with blends. And it looks like so did Melissa in this one. Then what I did is I cut out the dies to this set. Let me just show you. Mine are a mess, okay? But these dies do work with some of the designer series paper, the oranges. I tried it with the lemons. That doesn't work, just so you know. And, of course, these are the dies. So I used this larger one just to cut out that front piece. This is the back side of the designer series paper. And then I just used the dies to cut out the oranges. The next one I did was, let me just show you this, was I just used the inside piece. So I'm explaining how to use these two dies right now. This is the let me get those pieces out. This is the inside piece. So when you just use the inside piece, it gives you that die cut out without the outer edge. If you use just this piece, okay, you get this edge. When you use them both, then you get this piece. Okay, so 3 ways you can use those dies. So if you cut it out like this, it does that intricate die and then it cuts it out. If you just use this on your paper, it comes out like that. And if you just use this one, it comes out like that. Okay, so I did want to tell you how to use that die. I should have said when you use this one. Okay, and then there's this one, which I didn't use. You could actually put that right in there also and cut something out, but I didn't try that. Okay, so those are the samples that I have to show you. Now, let's do a fun fold. This fun folds quick and easy, but oh my gosh, I love this. So I took, and I do have another color to show you. I took a piece of 4¼ by 11 cardstock. I'm using the peach, what do we have here? Peach pie. Oh, I don't have my, oh yeah, I do. My peach pie. Okay. I'm just going to score this end at 2 inches. And then I'm going to swing this out. And I'm going to go to 7½ and score that. This fun fold is very easy to do with this these dies because it just makes it so much easier. I'm going to fold those flaps in. I am going to take my bone folder. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to get some designer series paper, which I've already cut. Remember, this will be on my newsletter later today and my blog with the dimensions and a downloadable PDF. So you're going to want to, after this, go to the link for my newsletter and get your free PDF. I chose the oranges, okay? And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to trim this down. So the front flap here, I want it 3½ and 4⅛. So let's do, okay, hold on. There we go. I already cut this. Didn't trim it enough here. And 3½ Okay, so it's 3½ by 4⅛. And that will fit right on there. Now, if you like a border, like I actually like more of a border around it, then you can trim off a little bit more. Do it at 3. Do it at 4⅛. Do it at 4. Here, let's do this one at 3¼ instead. Okay. 3¼ I like more of a border, so I'm going to use those measurements. Okay. Again, this is 3¼ by 4⅛ because I like to have that trim showing. Hey, Win Ann, how are you? No, Win Ann, I didn't find your bone folder yet. Okay. So we are going to just layer that on there. Now, if you wanted to have a piece of, like, say, white behind that and add a layer, you would just decrease everything by 1/4 inch. As you can see, this is the same paper, but this is the opposite side. And this is 1 3/4 by 4⅛. And I'm going to layer that right here. There's the start of my card. The inside piece that I have is, normally I use 4 by 5¼ This one happens to be 4 by 5 because unfortunately Staples cut all my paper wrong, but it's still usable. It's still usable. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp using those stamps. You're the best kind of person. Let's use that one. I'm going to go with the Night of Navy. Leah, I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome. Welcome. Leela Norris. Leela, I think that's how you pronounce your name. She is a new stamper, or not a new stamper, but new to Stampin' Up. Welcome from Close to My Heart. We welcome all of our Close to My Heart makers that have joined the Stampin' Up family. Okay, so then I'm going to go right in here and glue that down. Again, normally I would use 4 by 5¼ This is a little smaller. No worries. That's the inside of my card. Okay, let's put that aside for a minute. Grab another piece. And I'm going to grab the oranges. I'm going to grab my Memento. I just re-inked this, so it might be a little juicy. We'll see. didn't even get it. Okay, well, you know what we do on that back case. We flip it over. Sometimes I have to rub. This is another little trick. Rub your memento like that, and you'll get a better image. I did that on purpose so I could show you this. Leave it for a second. Oh, much better. I'm going to take another piece and grab this one. That's my little trick for today. And I'm going to do some quick coloring with my blends. Again, I always start with the dark. It's just the way I do it. And the nubby end or bullet end, I'm just going to go around these and outline the oranges. And then I'm going to do some shading in here. What I love about the blends, if you don't like the color, these are the best things to use because the coloring goes very fast. Thank you, Joan. Yes, please. Oh, got that one. Please share my videos. That's what keeps us going. I really appreciate everyone sharing. Not only share the videos, but if you do a project cased from one of my videos, please share them on your social media page and tag me. Okay, I'm just doing that. I'm going to go in with the brush side. Color that up real quick. And again, I'm using the peach pie. You could also use pumpkin pie, but I wanted something a little bit lighter. Normally I have these all colored in. Also, if you have any questions, Linda says it's been a while. Yes, it has, and she caught me live. Hopefully this won't happen again. So for those of you tuning in that didn't know, and for those of you who have asked, my mother is doing excellent. And then last week I had internet issues, which is like an ongoing problem for everybody, I guess. And now I'm going to use Lemon Lolly for the flowers. Again, starting with the bullet or nubby end, as I like to call it. I'm going to go in here. This is a very, whoop, I got two lights. All right. We're just going to go in here and color those in. Again, I'm using Lemon Lolly. You can see I like to color fast. All right. There's the dark. So this one I'm doing different because I grabbed the light first, which is no problem. And that's what I was saying. It really doesn't matter which one you use first. It all blends nicely. It's just a matter of preference. Now I'm going around, filling those in. I'm just going to fill this in with dark. They are very forgiving. They're probably my favorite to use when coloring. But there are times you're not going to want to use them because we all know they bleed through. So if you're going to be looking at that on the other side, you definitely don't want to use the blends. You would use the markers or the watercolor pencils. Just a little tip for you. Okay. I'm going to go in with Old Olive, and I am taking the dark. You can see I'm not even really going to the edge. I'm just adding some veins in there. I know, everybody's probably like, oh my God, how do you color? I don't worry about it when I use my blends because I know that it's going to come out great. I'm going to use the light old olive for the stems there. Now remember, don't use the point. You can see the point of mine is starting to lose some of its color, which does happen. I have played around with trying to refill these. It's a process. You can buy like nubby ends and stuff like that. It takes some time. So I'm not a fan of it right now. I'm just going to go back in with the light and recolor it. I wish we could refill these. So one of the things also that I do when I do my in-person classes, because the paintbrush side seems to run out faster. I mean, these are old, trust me. My old olive are probably from when they first came out. But what I do in my classes is, and you can do this at home, is I tend to use the nubby or bullet end more because it's sturdier, it's more forgiving, and your blends will last longer. So that's another little tip for you. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to go in here. Let me show you the difference. This one I'm doing light. That one I did dark, then light. Let me show you that there really isn't a lot of difference if you do it the opposite way. So if you're new to using blends, this is a little teaching moment. Don't worry about that going off there. So I'm coloring these in with the light now. And then I'm going to go back in with the dark. All right, let's go in with the dark now. Hello, Donna. Hello, Joan. All right, now I'm going to go back in with the dark, and I'm just going to shade a little bit. This tends to add more shading. Okay. Just going to do that. Then I'm going to go back in with the light and blend it up. And this is when you definitely want to use that bullet end, because I'm adding a little more pressure. And if you take a look at those, really not a lot of difference, except for I would definitely blend this up better. So that's just a couple of tips for you for your blends. All right, enough coloring. Let's bring in my die cutting machine and let's cut these babies out. Ugh. Okay. I am taking these two. I love, oh God, I love this set. So again, don't forget to sign up for my online fun fold class for June. We will be using this suite. Now, when I do my classes online, you do get half a pack of designer series paper, ribbon, gems, whatever is in the description. You will need the dies and the stamp set. So you can add that on to your order. The images are not included, and you are going to need the dies and the stamps. Okay, cut that. I got quite a bit of white there, but it's okay because some of that's going to be hidden. And what I'm going to do is grab, let's see, where is it? I'm going to grab, I got to move out of the way here, piece of washi tape here. Or a Post-it note, something to hold that down better so that I don't get so much white on this one. Oh, here it is. My Post-it note tape. I love this. Sometimes you don't want to use a whole Post-it note. I got this on Amazon. It's Post-it note tape. You can use washi tape. Whatever works for you. Okay. You ordered yours the mini, during, yes, free shipping. Wasn't that wonderful? But that reminds me, I have a Memorial Day special. If you place an online order with me from Friday, which is today, till Monday, of over $50, whatever your order is, I'm going to send you a mystery package with some retired product, some new, some gently used, for the amount that you purchase. So let's say you purchase $50 online from me during Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to send you a mystery package with some retired items. Okay, so there's those. Let's grab these other two here. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab these two now. And let's see. I am going, what paper do I want? Okay, I'm going to use Night and Navy. And here, this is what I meant. I'm going to show you how I use both of these. So I'm going to take Night and Navy on this piece. And just so I can show you how they work together, I might do the other one in a separate step. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. And that's not quite going to cut because I didn't have it lined up right. Did I? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, we're just going to cut that off. There we go. So that's that piece. Now I'm going to bring in peach pie. And I'm going to layer them again. This is just a quarter sheet. Now, if I layer this way, and I just want to show you, it would come out like this one, right? Because I'm only using that die. But I'm going to use both of these dies together. And I am going to grab my Post-it paper note here. And at least one of those sides down so it doesn't move. I'm going to cut this one out. And I always roll it back. I also a lot of times keep my Post-it note paper on my dies. So very gently take that off. I've got my wire brush, which is the old one. And I'm just going to go through it real quick. Let's see, where's my mat? And my mat's probably over on the other table. Oh, nope, it's right here. I have the old style. We're just going to put this in there. Just loosen those up a little bit. So the new brush goes on the end of your take your pick tool. I actually do have one somewhere. I know. Everybody says I'm so organized when they see my craft room, and that's when it's clean. I am not that organized. And I don't know a lot of crafters that are. Maybe. Okay. I am going to layer that right back on top of this. And I don't have my little glue thing that I wanted to use, but we'll use our liquid glue. I'm just dotting some of it around here. My glue press that I have from my sweet petunias on the other table. I might have to grab it because I think this one is out. Oh, no. This could take a while. Yeah, this one's almost out. Let me grab my other tool. I'm coming back, I promise. Okay, I didn't close that up. There's my glue press. And this is from My Sweet Petunia, but I forgot. Don't leave it open, okay? Because then you got to close it up and get that thing to work again. All right. I love the glue press, and that link will be below too. Let's just see. Of course, you got to close it up each time you use it so that it doesn't dry up on you. Ooh, I took the top right off. Oh, do as I say, not as I do. Okay. There we go. Hey, it's Friday morning. You know how that works. You could also put dimensionals here if you wanted more 3D. I'm just going to add that little bit right there. And lay that right on top. Oh, gosh, I love this. Love, love, love this. You love your glue press? I know. Don't forget the link will be below. I'm going to add that right to the top. And I am going to use my Stamp and Seal for that. Remember, only go halfway down or 3/4 of the way down or 1/4 of the way, however wide your top is. I'm going to add that right there. Now I have these little guys. I'm going to add some Wink of Stella. Let's see if this is my old one. This one might be the new one. I'm so glad that Wink of Stella is back in stock. I go through a lot of this. I actually ordered like 10 of them. And as you can see, I need new ones. So I'm just adding some sparkle. I like to keep a lot of these on hand. And if you missed my video, go back and watch how I do refill these. I put a little alcohol in them to get that last bit out. And I just noticed we forgot this little guy. Let's go in there and put him in there. Okay. I am going to place that right there. This one's going to actually, I don't know, I guess I'll put it right. No, I like this one on top. I'm just figuring out where I want these now. I think like that. That's what I said. I'm going to be hiding some of that white. So let's do dimensionals. Both of these, you can see I use the back side of that. It's all good. And might take your pick tool to grab those off. All right, now let's see if I remember where I wanted to lay these. Let's do, yep, just make sure it doesn't go over your card so it fits in the envelope. There we go. I'm now going to do a sentiment. Let's see what I have. I have this, I was doing yesterday, if you didn't see it, it's on Facebook. I did a bunch of cards with the label of love, new die, and or punch for that set. And I had a couple of these white ones left over. So I'm going to use that if it fits. And it does. So this is the label of love, I think it is. Punch and or die. So go back and check that out on Facebook. It's a bundle that you can buy, and you get to choose whether you want 3 of these dies or the punch. Great idea, because some people like punches, some people like dies. I am going to take this, and we're going to add that right up there. Again, I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm cutting in and out. Okay, if I am cutting in and out, and I apologize, you can go back and watch the replay, and it will be okay. So I apologize if I am cutting out for everybody. Let me know. It might just be YouTube and not Facebook. I'm not sure. I'm I'm almost done. But again, if I am cutting out when you watch the replay, it will be okay. That's my internet for you. I am going to add this bow right here. Let me see if I can fix that. I don't think I can. No. Is anybody else internet going in and out? Or am I good for everybody else? These are the Opal rounds. I'm almost done. And I am going to add these. I'm going to add the yellow to my project. There we go. Oh, Vicky, I'm okay for you. All right, that's great. Thank you for letting me know. So this is my fun fold, and it's going to open like this and then like that. That's my fun fold for today. Let me show you the lemons. This is my other sample. I did this with the lemon lolly, and I fussy cut the designer series paper out. So those are my two fun folds. So I guess some people are having problems with me cutting in and out. Again, just watch the replay. I apologize. Some people aren't having a problem. So, hey, that's the internet for you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook. And again, when I'm done, I will have the links to everything that I just told you about. Have a very happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to our military, past, present, and future. And also, don't forget the special that I have going on, the mystery package and the online fun fold. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend.